Okay, here is my new SplatRball build. So, printed several different pieces here, repurposing some other pieces, and then I'm going to just mainly print the things that are easily removable. They make this really hard to take apart, and since I'm not changing anything inside, I'd rather leave it instead of taking it apart. So like we're gonna keep some orange. Might as well keep the battery orange and keep these orange. And then there will be a small part of the tip that you'll be able to see that is orange. So I'm not 100% sure what color I will go with yet, but something that complements nicely, maybe just another dark gray. It won't be black, it won't be blue, because then everything looks like Florida Gators, which nothing wrong with that, but I've done that plenty of times. So probably a dark gray or a different gray color of some sort. Anyway, let's talk about what I'm going to do here. So actually this I'll leave since I've got, I might try to do something different with this piece, but I'll go ahead and paint these out, all these other orange pieces. So here is a new silencer, fake silencer that I found that I can print that's made for SplatRball. You don't need to remove this tip because they glue this sucker on there so good. And this even has plastic pieces inside that fit in between those grooves. So you can push it on. I'm not going to push it on tight. It pushes all the way up to here. So you'd still see a little bit of orange up here. But if you push it on hard, it's hard to take off. So I'm not going to do that right now. But so that's going to be a little different look than I've had before. So I printed a battery door because I'm going to be putting a hole through it anyway. So I thought that would be nice. And also this has this little spot here, which I thought was going to be a rail. Instead, it was made to accommodate a specific grip that I didn't like. So instead, I just printed the very top piece of that grip that slides in there. And so this will slide in there, and then now I'll have a rail. Because what's going to happen is this big battery box here, and yes, it is large, but it'll accommodate any battery you're thinking of, will slide on here. This will go like right here, and then you can put a cool grip on the bottom of this. So actually, I like this design. It works basically like that. I did it on my G36 as well, which is obviously a very similar gun. So that'll work like that there. And then up top, wanted to put something here. And again, they put these big pieces here. And if I cut those off and try to sand them, again, then you got to look at painting the whole thing. So I didn't want to do that. I'll just paint those pieces. And I was printing a piece here that was going to have a rail on it. But when you have a 3D printer, you'll find out that things don't always work right. And I ran into the first time where a spool of my filament had a tangle in it. So it got to this point, and then it just was ruined basically. So, or at least this print was. So this piece will go clip over here. And what I'm going to do, instead of printing a whole new piece, because I have so many rails, and because what I really wanted here was how this can fit right over the top like this, is I'm going to go ahead and mount this rail on here. And I think I'll probably cut it off flush with the rail. So, because again, otherwise to try to sand this down smooth, I think this will be easier. I think it'll look better. And then that'll have, this handle on top. So I'm still not sure which direction I'm going to want the handle to go in. I've seen it both directions, so I'm not sure. I'm more accustomed to this direction, but then I've seen it like this. In fact, the posting I got this STL from for this print showed it like this. So not sure. And then of course you can put a scope on top here. So that's what I'm going to be doing with the SplatRball. Really just time to start painting. First I got to decide what color, and then I'll show you the final product and do some shooting with it.